Hello, welcome. What is good, guys? Tone here, ready for the next Dominion Daily here. I'm actually a little Dominioned out today. I was playing auto match games earlier, and I queued in with someone, and we ended up playing games against each other for like a little over an hour. And they were much better than me, but I figured that was a good learning experience. They probably won like 8 out of the 10 games we played. But I wanted to see if we can get another good game going here. Something that happened since the last Dominion Daily is I realized that we've hit a bit of a artificial cap on our rating, because I don't think a lot of people that are rated much higher than this actually allow games down to this level of 2 that I'm playing. Like, they'll want to play at like 10 all the time, or I think if you don't have a subscription, you're forced to stay within 5 levels. So a lot of people play like this as well, but not a lot of people actually allow level 2. And because of that, I changed my minimum opponent rating to -5 instead of -10, just so that we get more people closer to our rating. And there's still a lot of people in that rating, so we should queue into games pretty fast. But I just thought that was an interesting thing to observe there, is I was hardly seeing anyone above rating 50 in our games, which felt unlikely. But it happened. But yeah, let's just get into a game here. By the way, if you guys want to support the channel and my other projects here, you can do that over at patreon.com/tonehack. So feel free to check that out if you would like. And let's see what we got here in this kingdom. I almost thought this was a base Dominion kingdom for a second. We have villages. We have trashing and trading post. We don't really have draw. We have a gainer and wheelwright. Not having draw is a little awkward. I feel like getting a bunch of merchants could be strong here, because I think cantrips are pretty good on a board with no draw. Vassals might be good as well. Am I up? No, they're still thinking. That's fine. I just didn't want to keep them waiting. There are a lot of cards that give us +1 coin when we play them. They're cantrips. And wheelwright can help us gain merchants. Maybe vassals. Vassals are a really good source of money. And they're probably... They eat into our draw, but if we are well thinned out, then they should hit actions most of the time. It's interesting. Cartographer ensures we get good vassal plays. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, discard any number of them, and put the rest back in any order. Okay, we're starting to see a really strong strategy coming here. And it's probably going to be faster than getting treasure and such, because there's no draw here. Cartographers would also make sure our vassal doesn't hit trading post when we don't want it to. This is awkward because it's going to add multiple silvers to our hand as we play it, but I think that's going to be better than having twice as many coppers. And eventually you can trash the silvers down to 1 silver. Okay. I want to get to 5 as fast as possible here. I've noticed a lot of people opening with villages, and I actually went to the Discord and asked a question about this because I wanted to get a second opinion, because this doesn't feel like a strong opening. You don't have terminal actions in your deck, so you can't take advantage of this. It's good later, but it hurts you early. I think we'll open with Cut Purse. This is a terminal silver, so it gives us 2 coin, and then each other player discards a copper. That can really punish the other player early. Make it harder to get these 4 and 5 cost cards. Sometimes it pushes you down to 2. And I think we go straight for a silver here. What did they get? A vassal? I think it's too early for us to grab vassals. And we're gonna have way too many silvers in our deck pretty soon, but I want to get to 5 as soon as possible. So silver and cut purse are gonna get us there. They hit 5 before I could play my cut purse, which is a little unfortunate because I think if we got cut purse out first, that could have been pretty strong. And actually, that is an example of first turn advantage here, which I'm not too familiar with quite how important that is, but I know first turn has a higher win rate in this game in general. There are a few advantages to it, especially if there's like no buys and you can only buy 1 province per turn. It's big there. Alright, we hit 5 again. I don't need another trading post. We're gonna go for... It's too early for a wheelwright. Tempted to grab Bazaar. I think if we ultimately want workers' villages, like we can get a bunch of these with wheelwrights. This is a interesting choice. I could get 2 trading posts. Trash down really fast? Let's try that. We have some terminal collision here. I don't have enough actions to play both of these cards, which is the fear of picking up trading posts over Bazaar. I don't know which trading post this is, but if that was a Bazaar, then we'd be in a much better position. And this adds them straight to our hand, so I could do something like this. We get our silver, and I can still buy something for 3. So I'm gonna grab a merchant here, start grabbing those. The trading post trashes 2 cards in your hand, and then you get a silver to your hand afterwards. We'll get another 5 here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab... Oh no, I have 4. Okay, I miscalculated. We'll grab a workers' village then. I think plus buys are going to be really good on this board. Once we get up to like 15 money, we'll probably be buying tons of 5 cost cards in a turn. Early gold. I feel like that's not a great move here. Especially with so much silver in your deck, like, that's interesting. I don't know if it's... I'm inclined to think that that's not a very good move. I don't know if it is, but I think you don't want gold there. Now, gold and wheelwright are pretty epic together, so maybe that's a strategy. Speaking of wheelwright, I might pick this up now. Either that or cartographer. This discard, so it lets us get to our good cards faster. Do a cartographer first. Oh my gosh, we got like the same hand. You want a trash cut purse? I think I will. The +2 is nice, but it's a terminal, and we don't have quite enough villages giving us actions to play too many, and it's a weak one here on turn 8 while we've been trashing our coppers quite a bit. So I think I will trash that. Which gives us 6 to spend here. And I think I will grab that wheelwright. Okay, this looks like it has potential to be a pretty good turn. So wheelwright is a cantrip, so +1 card, +1 action, which means it refunds its draw and its action. You can discard a card from your card from your hand to get an action card costing as much or less. Oh, as much! I thought it was less. That's way better than I thought it was, actually. So I think I'm going to discard Trading Post here. Even though trashing 2 silvers is pretty nice. Pretty appealing. But I could discard this. I get to draw a card, and I get to pick up another 5-cost card. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and gain a Bazaar. But I just want some more actions. I think we do want that trading post. So I can trash these 2 coppers, and with Merchant, I will end up with enough to buy another 5-cost card. So we got what we wanted anyways. That worked out really well for us. And we're gonna buy, I think a Cartographer feels great here again. This is gonna give us a lot of consistency in deck control. A Cartographer, another Cantrip. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, discard any number of them, and put the rest back in any order. I think we're gonna want a bunch of wheelwrights. And we're gonna just want to drain the Bazaar and Market tiles. Let's play the Cartographer. We'll discard these. So we can keep getting cantrips, so we can keep playing cards. We're gonna have a lot of money to spend this turn. Oh wait, no, Merchant only applies the first silver. I was thinking these were all worth 3, that would be nuts. Okay, I'm not getting any more draw. But yeah, I think we still want to discard those. Keep those on the top of our deck for our next hand. Trash these. And we have 2 buys, but I think we want to keep buying 5-cost cards. Seller? I'll try it. We can always trash it if we end up not liking it. Seller lets us discard cards in our hand that aren't working at the moment, and we can replace them with other cards, which can be pretty nice on boards like this where we're gonna have like some hands where we end up with more terminal actions than we have actions to play them. We're gonna have some hands that are full of like silver. In the near future, we still have copper, I think, in our deck. There's only 2 estates and 2 copper left in the game. I don't know whose decks they're in. We've trashed at least 5 coppers. It looks like, because it says copper in an estate, if it showed estate first, then this wouldn't capture it. Okay, this is a pretty good hand. We're gonna open with Cartographer here. I'm gonna put Trading Post up top, which I'm going to discard with Wheelwright. Then we're gonna draw to Wheelwright again. I'll do that right now. Discard the... Did I call this something else? I meant Trading Post. The 5-cost card for us. And I think we can start grabbing markets. See what Wheelwright draws. I can discard the silver and gain a vassal. That actually looks pretty good because there's no real 4-cost cards. Oh, I could grab another workers' village. Grab a vassal there. See if we can draw something else. Okay, seller. I could get a 5-cost card, but let's discard these silvers and see what we get. Okay, that doesn't work. Will this let us trash 1 card? It does. I think that's good. Probably, yeah. I have probably too many silvers in my deck. It did mean I couldn't buy something that turn, so maybe having another vassal, or oh, I forgot we were trying to get merchants too. I could have gotten a merchant. Okay, these are all cantrips except for vassals, so we don't have to discard anything. I'll put vassal on top. I'll discard trading post with wheelwright. We'll draw the vassal, and then we'll play the vassal onto the merchant, and then I'll play the cartographer, which will draw the bazaar and let me see the 4 cards behind the bazaar to do what I want with that. That seems like a pretty good order. Discard the trading post. I'm gonna grab another market here. Play vassal, play merchant, play a cartographer. Vassals play the top card in your deck, by the way. We're gonna discard silver and the trading post. Let's keep the cantrips up here so we can keep drawing until we hit a stop card. Stop card being a card that does not draw. And now we have 4, 5, 13 to spend. You grab cartographer, market, and vassal. I feel like we're getting a bit of a strong engine going here. Our vision is coming into form. This is a fun board. I haven't seen one quite like this. I've been thinking that I'll probably start playing on the tier 3 cards pretty soon. This is a cool one to play. Not feeling those golds. So remember, there is no excess draw on this board. The best you can do is replace a card you get. If you draw a gold or a silver, then that's all you get. Basically, if you draw 5 of those, 5 golds or silvers, and then you can't do anything else unless you have a seller, which is why we have a seller. But yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Let's see. We'll discard the trading post. I guess that's the only one we need to discard. Actually, we want to draw that so I can wheelwright it. Probably. Keep them like that, actually. That order. We'll draw the other wheelwright. Discard the trading post. Grab another market. I'm actually gonna hit the seller right now. The cartographer. Discard. If I do that, I guess I gotta discard the trading post too. And I pretty much need to discard the vassal. Actually, because I was gonna say, because I can't guarantee that I'll hit an action, but the bazaar will let me play the vassal, so I think I'm okay with drawing that. We'll see what is okay. Workers' village, full cartographer. Discard these 2 silvers. Leave the vassal on top. We'll play the merchant with it. I think we wheelwright the market. Grab another one, even though it... Well, let's see what we draw with it first. I think I'm okay with that. Well, we get another market. Then what do we end up with? 13. I can grab market, vassal. I need to grab a few bazaars, and maybe I should have grabbed some there. So I don't need quite this many buys yet, and the vassals, I need actions to play them, so I probably made a minor mistake there. This could end up being a bad turn for us. Oh, saved by the seller. So this is what I was talking about. We have 4 stop cards, cards that do not have any draw on them in our opening hand, which meant I only had 1 card to keep playing drawing. Seller saves us though. That was a huge seller. Discard that. Do this so the cartographer can draw the wheelwright, and then we can see the next 4 cards instead of drawing what's after the wheelwright. I'm gonna hold the wheelwright until we see what else we get. I think ideally we get rid of a trading post with that. Although I keep discarding the trading post, and I don't have I have too many silvers still. I'm not getting to trash because of that. We'll discard that, and I will keep these 3. Order really doesn't matter. I'm gonna wheelwright the market here. Grab a bazaar. I should grab another wheelwright at some point. We'll do it now. First vassal, okay. This will be our next hand. By the way, I just reshuffled. This is full of trading posts and silvers. Fortunately, the wheelwrights meant I discarded some good cards, but yeah, our discard pile was full of silvers and trading posts. Well, I'll discard those so that this is what we start our next hand with, plus probably like 2 silvers in a trading post. Okay, 17. Do something like this. I don't want the seller because it's a stop card if we don't have other cards we don't want to get rid of in our hand. Because it doesn't have its own draw, it just replaces other cards in our deck. Okay, piles are getting low. Not really, just cartographer right now. We're not in big fear of the other piles. Okay. Yeah, see, we got those 2, a trading post and a silver. And then another silver. See? Discard the trading post and grab a cartographer. Beautiful, keep it just like that. Actually, I'm gonna put the workers' village up top. Make sure I have actions if I draw my vassals. Oh, I didn't mean to play cartographer there. I wanted to draw through. That was a mistake. Oh well. I'll go ahead and just put a vassal up top. Play that to get through all of those. Okay, wheelwrights are a little awkward with no draw, because they pull cards out of my hand. So 3 might actually be a little much. There's so many gains, I think it's fine. Do something like this. I think we'll wheelwright a market. Grab a... Photographer, I guess. Bazaar. Bazaar has money on it. We need money. Discard the trading post. Discard the silver. Play vassal. Vassal cartographer. Vassal plays the vassal off my deck, which plays the cartographer off my deck, which draws a wheelwright and lets me see the next 4 cards. Alright, we're about to get into the situation I was talking about before. So I'm gonna try to not shuffle my deck. I'm gonna discard a silver. I'm gonna grab some merchants. They're more consistent than the vassal. Okay, we stop here. And is it time to... I'm not afraid of falling behind here. Let's grab the final 2 cartographers, Bazaar and a merchant. And we'll start picking up provinces this turn. I'm not concerned about being down by 3 right now. I feel like our deck is really strong. I am concerned about them maybe piling out on vassals or something to end the game before I get enough provinces. Also, I could wheelwrite so many duchies into my deck on a turn if I really need to. Alright, we'll discard those silvers. We have vassal and market. I'll play vassal onto market. Play the cartographer. Let's do this. The cartographer will draw the workers' village and let us see the next 4. Bazaar. Cartographer, draw that workers' village. I think I actually discard the wheelwright at this point. Those are fine. I'm afraid of using the wheelwright to buy any of the remaining cards that I want at this point. Because these piles are getting low. And they could easily hit like 5 buys and 15 gold, or 15 coin to spend. I'm gonna cellar all of this. Cartographer. Discard those. Draw the cartographer. Draw a cartographer and see the following 4 cards in our deck. Discard the silver. Keep all of those. Play this cartographer to draw the last one we just saw from the last cartographer and then see the next 4 cards. Order really doesn't matter there. Keep doing the same thing. I did the same thing. I shuffled our deck, and we're not going to be able to draw through all of this. But maybe if I grab a trading post, I can get rid of some of these silvers. How much draw do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I could discard all this. I'm actually okay with doing that, and then using the trading post on a silver. only have one more draw left in my deck, so let's discard all of these now. I think we knew there was another trading post and more silver in there. I probably should have discarded... we probably would have ended up with about 2 in our deck anyways. That was the one thing. Keeping these meant I have 2 probably junk cards in my deck. Oh wait, but I get to draw one there. Fine, let's see what it is. Another silver. We're going to discard a silver and gain another merchant. Trading post. 2 silvers into 1. Play that. We are just shy of triple province. Oh, shoot. I think I just gave them the win. I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. They just need to buy 3 merchants to win. What have I done? And they started with a cartographer, which means they're probably going to have a good turn. Yeah, 5... I just gave them the game. I did exactly what I said I shouldn't have done, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just buying cards that looked good. Oh, GG. We had control of that entire game, too. Oh, they actually ended up getting a really good turn and just buying the province. Maybe I underestimated them. They could have ended the game already, but now they're just flexing. How the heck can I win now, though? Can I win with duchies? What is 7 duchies? I'm able to get what? I could probably get 25 coin in hand. So that's a province and 3 duchies, and I could get 3 more duchies with wheelwrights potentially. So what is 6 duchies is 18, and then the province is 24. Which puts me at 36. So we could potentially win. Maybe this is more exciting playing out this crazy scenario. We started with a pretty bad hand, unfortunately. Oh, I told you we'd start with a bad hand because that was my discard pile. So a few mistakes here costing us the game, probably. Oh, wheelwrights can't pick up duchies. Oh, I'm just straight up screwed. You can only get action cards with them. And I need a seller to do anything here. Yeah, we are... Doesn't matter what I gain, because we're not going to see it. Well, constructed a deck pretty good with these cantrips. You can see why I was focusing on those. If we draw 1 stop card, we're in trouble. Okay, this is looking good. Or better. Alright, so we actually don't want the wheelwright, because we can't draw duchies with that. The seller is an excellent thing to see here. That's going to give us 4 new draw. Or 3 new draw. We have Vassal Merchant coming up. Oh, I wanted to draw this merchant with a cartographer, but I guess using the Vassal to play that merchant wouldn't let us do that. That's okay. This works. We can replace all of our cards in hand with silvers and end up with 4 silvers. We might be able to do something interesting. we're not quite there yet. It was a little risky, but there's a lot for us to gain from getting these last 5 cards in our deck, I think. I think I do have to play our cartographer here. Okay, we've drawn through every cantrip in our deck now. So now it's just silvers, provinces, wheelwrights, and trading post. So I want this silver. I was hoping to save 1 cartographer for when we're getting through our discard pile right here. And actually, how do we win? Do I need them to dud? How many merchants have I played? I guess I have 7 of them, so I probably get 25, 26, 27, 28 right now. What can I do with that? Province and 4 duchies? Which puts us at 32. It's just shy. I think and they're going to be able to buy a province no matter what, so we got to play for the win here. And we kind of whiffed it. Oh, I can get an estate though. I was just shy. Yeah. I guess I should have waited to see if they would dud, but I knew we were gonna dud if I took that risk where I reshuffled. That was interesting. I guess that shows how complex Dominion can be, because at least while recording and commentating, I couldn't remember that I literally said that we couldn't draw down this merchant pile. Although I guess they didn't end up doing that, so they were able to pick up those provinces, so I thought their deck was a little worse than it was. Did they get 3 provinces in 1 turn? What, A buys and gains 2 provinces once, and then 1 province 3 times. So they got 5 provinces. So they only double province there. So yeah, they went up by 3. I guess I got greedy there, but I didn't think their deck was that good. And I figured if we got to triple province, which we were, and there were 6 provinces left, there was no way we could lose, but they double provinced. We missed triple province by 1, I think, and then they double provinced. And also I thought wheelwrights could pick up duchies. This only picks up actions. That's a good lesson I just learned as well. Even when you can just read what's on these cards, sometimes you, or at least I, like misinterpret it or whatever. Just there's so many to keep track of until you actually play them a few times and make those mistakes. So that was a good mistake to make. Wow, super close game. I still think we had the better deck. I just waited too long on the province. That was an interesting one though. We built a really, really great deck for having no draw in here. Just using cartographers to get like a bit of an engine going. Fun stuff. That was a unique game for sure. Alright, well I will leave that there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.